Hello, good morning. This is an episode at Breakfast at Tiffany's. I'm Tiffany, and I'm here to bring you a new postcard. In the past few videos, I've been doing a lot of recycling. I've been doing a lot of postcards, and I will go ahead and ask you, just please excuse me. I am having a lot of sinus issues the past 2 days, and I'm hoping that it's just a sinus thing and not a bad bug, hopefully. So please forgive me if I sound extremely nasally and cough or sneeze while this video is being done. But today I'm actually experimenting with you guys. This is not anything that I've really tried before. I did do one previous postcard where I used fabric. Today we're going to be using some food, cardboard, off of any food that you have. This is off of, I believe, my Special K. Red berries, my favorite. And I'm going to be using a muslin cloth. I believe this is muslin. I had some that were muslin and some that was some kind of cotton blend. And then I also have used, in the other one, I used a tablecloth that I got at the thrift store that had a stain on it for little to nothing, and I've cut it up because it was a huge tablecloth, so I will get a lot of repurposing out of it. For what I needed it for, I did not care if it had a stain or didn't have a stain, so it worked out perfect. So don't go out and buy something, just look around your house and find something that you may need to get rid of and you haven't, and you can use that material. I have actually used this. I used part of my tablecloth, I cut it up, and then this muslin cloth I already had that had been some of my wipe up and wipe off my paintbrushes cloth, and it gets painted and inky and all of that yumminess, kind of like your underpaper does, and then we're going to use it. So what we're going to do, all I've done is just cut a strip of that. I'm going to be using some Yes paste. Shannon Green, who has a YouTube channel here on YouTube, talked about this in one of her videos. And I thought, oh, you know what, I do need to give that a try. Because sometimes my Yoo-Hoo glue stick, which by the way I do love, so love you, Yoo-Hoo, but I did need something that I was able to get a better coverage on, and it not dry as fast as I've noticed that Yoo-Hoo glue stick does. I'm hoping the lighting is okay for you guys today. It's very rainy and dreary here, and so I've got as much light as I have in my studio on, so I'm hoping that you guys can see everything I'm doing. But all I'm going to do is just take a this is a Carnival dream card that on one of our cruises, April's cruise, that I'm using, and I'm just going to take and rub it in the Yes paste, because see how the Yes paste is really thick, and then I'm going to just paste it on here. And it's very tacky glue, so it should have no problem adhering this cloth to it. Just gonna press out the wrinkles. I also saw on Patty Parrish's last video that she did, where she is using the Yes paste, that she's using that, so that's pretty cool too. So it must be really good stuff. It's cheap. It's like 10 bucks, I think. I got mine from Amazon because I don't have a Michael's very close. It's about 45 minutes away, but I did hear that they also carried it. So, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to trim around the cardboard piece.
Using that as a guide. That sinus sometimes makes me a little shaky, so I apologize for that if I'm wiggling.
Sinus junk is no fun, that's for sure. And living down here where ragweed and all that stuff blooms is gross. Okay, so now we have the basis of the postcard that we're going to use, okay? And I'm just going to take and put some deli paper in here so that glue from the Yes Paste doesn't get my thing all stuck. So I'm just cleaning off my card over here so I can save what I can. And then just making sure that's smooth. Looks good to me. Because I am going to use the sewing machine, which you do not have to do. But I am going to use the sewing machine around this, I believe. And so we have some nice foundation of colors here. I'm just going to enhance that a little bit. I'll kind of slide this over and use this as my paint palette too. So I haven't really thought about the colors I'm going to use, but since we have that beautiful, would go good with that, I'm just using craft paint. That's a Bahama Blue. And then I have the Caribbean. And then of course we'll use our black and white for our contrast too. And then I like this too. It's bluegrass green. So between all this, I feel like we'll probably come up with something that'll work. I'm just dabbing a little out on my paint palette over here. And of course, knowing me, I'll probably grab a few more colors. I'm also probably going to use this golden green gold. It's the high flow acrylics. This is a really pretty color as well. So it's really liquidy. So, but it has really nice color. So I'm going to put you in fast forward because I'm just going to do some mark making on here. Any marks that you want to make is fine. And then we'll come back and go to the next step. Okay? Okay, I'm back. Had the space ran out on the SD card. So, I'm back. We have just used our stencil. And now I'm going to just continue to do some mark making. Okay, so I'm back. I'm not 100% yet, but this is kind of the layout that I'm thinking I will use. But I wanted to say I've ran out of ink in my Uniball Signo white pen that I use. I have got it ordered. It should be here hopefully very soon, because it's hard to live without that white pen. But one of the things that I wanted to do too was, I think it needs a little white, so I'm just going to take my palette knife here with a little gesso on it, and kind of, because I think some of this ink is like dilutions in the background, so it's not like it's gonna be really white. But I think it'll just give us that little bit that we're missing. Just a wee little bit. I think it's gonna help with that contrast. Okay. Okay, so now what we need to do is, I want to ink these up a little bit. So I want to add some color to them. So I'm just going to dip my finger in a little bit of this paint that I have, that I've used, so the colors kind of tie in together. Not covering really the whole thing, but just a little bit. Alright, just a little color on those. I might need to put a little bit on this little tag too. I know what we can do. I'm just making up as I go along. I know that surprises y'all. Okay, so I'm going to get, I have some around here somewhere. Here we go. I'm going to take some of my Distress ink, Vintage Photo. I think that'll go nice in my blending tool thing, and kind of tap it off to make sure I don't have too much on there, because we don't want this looking too pristine when our card kind of looks grunged up. So we want to kind of grunge it up a little bit. And I'm on the hunt for some more vintage papers. I bought some from a girl in one of the Facebook groups I'm on, but I would really like any more. So if you guys know a good supplier or Etsy shop, something that you like what they have, then let me know in the comments, because I'm really wanting to get some more. So that's kind of grunged up, I would say. Whew. Goodness. And I'm going to start by putting this tag down first. And I'm using the Yoo-Hoo glue stick. And I couldn't find, I was thinking whenever I decided to do that, that I should use my stapler. I think it would look cute if I had the staples. But at this particular moment, I can't find them. And Yoo-Hoo does fine to glue on this material. It adheres very well, so don't worry about that. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. So what I want to do now is I want to take my pencil and go around these hearts. And then we need to go around with the Stabilo. Pencil. And I want to be a little heavy when I'm doing the Stabilo, because I want to break up the busyness of the background and the hearts, which is the main focal here. So I'm going a little heavier than what I usually use when it comes to Stabilo. And then I'm going to activate it with water. Just going to clean it up with my inky towel. And then I feel like I need to go around this tag a little. Okay. Alright. Okay. And then I think I have these little stamps like you buy at Michael's or Joann's or wherever, and it's like $1 or something. And I think because we have hearts. Okay, so all I've done is stamped with those little letters, Dream right here at the bottom. Then I took my sewing machine and went around the edge. And then I took my sewing machine and did back and forth, back and forth, back and forth stitch. That's funny. You can tell I'm not a sewer. And I'm thinking that I just need a little scratchiness, a little more scratchiness around these hearts. Just to help them pop just a little bit. Alright. So my friends, that's a wrap. All we have to do now is flip this puppy over and we're going to put some paper down. And because I was not prepared for that moment right there, I'm just going to take some graph paper here. You know what might work best is I'm going to grab this cardstock right here. I see out of the corner of my eye. This is just a little recycled something. And I'm going to press it down. So that way the stitches don't come through too bad for when you write on it. And then all we have to do is just cut around this. I probably should get my cutter out to do this because my hands are extremely shaky today. But you get the gist. You're just going to cut around it. And then you're just going to address it on the back to whomever you want to send it to. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial using fabric and some of your remnants or materials that you have. And I hope to see some of these soon. Please make sure you tag me on Instagram or on Facebook. And also make sure that you haven't, if you haven't subscribed and you like my tutorials, please make sure that you click the subscribe button and give me the thumbs up. Thanks so much, guys. Till next time, toodaloo!